So, welcome back, guys, to another video. We will be doing a little, fun debate, which is composite One Piece character versus the entire Black Cloververse. Now, I know some people on this channel is going to be like, "Oh my God, come on, man, bro! Like, Black Clover is fodder." Just hear us out, okay? Just hear us out, because you know they are a lot more powerful than they seem. And for those who read the manga, y'all already know. So. All right, so we're gonna be starting off with who do you want to go first? Like, who should go?
I think the elephant in the room is the composite One Piece character. I think we should. I think you should probably go over. Like, you're gonna go. Like, should we go over the speed, like the attack potency and speed first? Because I think the abilities are gonna be the hard. Because, ironically, the abilities would be the hardest part.
Oh yeah. I could go over their attack potency. That'd be fine. Okay, so if this is composite One Piece character, well, they attack potency varies.
Wait. We're not going into Zeno or Jump 4, right? We're just doing the canon verse, right?
Oh, if you want to. If you want to.
I was about to say, if this is Zeno, then I concede. I just concede if this is Zeno. Can we make that a point? If we're using Zeno, Luffy, no diff. Right. I'm just saying that right now. Okay, can we just agree on that? No diff.
Bro, that would definitely be a no diff.
Yeah, you don't Luffy alone would solo the Black Clover. If this is Zeno, Luffy, no diff. I can agree on that. Okay.
But if we do crossovers or that crossover animes or games or
it's still no diff.
All right, then if this is composite, if this is composite One Piece character, all of it, of course they stump. But we're gonna do the canon versions.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do inverse.
So we got that one out. Alright, it's bro, I'm not gonna mess with Zeno Luffy. Man fought Super Saiyan God Goku in base. Zeno God Goku in base.
So this is how it's gonna go for composite One Piece characters. For those who doesn't know, I will tell you. When it's a composite One Piece character, that is one character that has all the feats, all the stats, all the abilities into one person. Then you could throw that whole you're gonna have one devil fruit or you'll blow up. You could throw that rule out the window. This is one verse into one person. That's basically it. So how are we gonna go with this? In terms of attack potency, like I said, it varies. Okay, now we have one of the strongest characters being at least multi-continental plus, or you can even get them even fucking higher, because from the calculations of the One Piece planet I have found, it is far bigger than the sun. And if you want to take that consideration, then you're gonna have to take Whitebeard's feat in consideration. It's not hyperbole. Okay, they say he can destroy the One Piece world, but they never said how he will destroy it. My theory is that with Devil Fruit Awakening, he can destroy the world, basically. And even the Vice Admirals even confirmed that there's no place in the world that is safe from this power. So yes, it has planetary ranges, but if this One Piece planet is bigger than the star of our solar system, Jesus, I don't know, I don't even know what to tell you. That's way beyond large planetary. I'm sorry, that's way beyond large planetary. That's star level size planet. Hey, look, if they can destroy the One Piece planet, they could be large star level plus. You can probably even scale them even higher with a 375 times multiplier of the hockey multiplier. And honestly, yes, this includes 3D2Y, which Luffy has defeated Burn the World, which amplifies his stats, his speed, his power, all to 100-fold. And Luffy was able to defeat him with his hockey. And if you even get the One Piece composite character that means he'll still is 100 times fold more stronger than that.
Oh, and shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody forgot about that devil fruit. That devil fruit is broken because it can make you stronger 100 times fold. Who knows? You can even get to 1,000 times fold. We never seen the true potential of this devil fruit, especially since they're devil fruit awakenings. And yeah, so that basically would just up their stats drastically. There's other characters like Uruj. His devil fruit was never been revealed yet, but it is a fruit that literally is like, okay, people call in the community call it the Goku fruit. So basically, it's like a Zenkai boost kind of fruit. The more damage he takes, well, actually no, it's not even a Zenkai boost. You can even call it Ultra Ego, because like if he takes damage, he'll get stronger and bigger in size. Like he fought the Paramecias. Paramecia was just fighting Paramecias. He took damage and he converted that into power, and he grew as big as the Paramecia. So there's that. You can even do that. There's other things that could get their attack potency even higher. Like I guess. Dang, what's another fruit? Like I gotta really think about this one. I guess you can say the wow. There's a lot of devil fruits. Like there's a shit ton of them. There's so many of them. Like I guess when they said in the data books, like, oh, speed is also multiplied. Well, power is also multiplied by speed. You can say that the faster they get, the more powerful their attacks become. Hey, so yeah, you can get them even to like large star level or up to maybe solar system level, like levels. They have different types of hexes and stuff that are not even confirmed to be like attack potency. But hey, I digress. So now moving on to speed. Honestly, like, come on, they're massively faster than Light Plus. Like, they are beyond that at this point. Especially Kizaru. This man, like, look, from my knowledge of One Piece Film Red, spoilers by the way, so you can click off now or just skip ahead. Shanks was able to speed blitz Kizaru. Yes, he was able to speed blitz Kizaru and base.
Really?
Yeah, he was able to speed blitz him. Yeah. Kizaru just shoots like multiple light beams at Shanks. Shanks deflects all of them within a second and appear right in front of him, just like that. Kizaru was like, oh, he was sweating bullets after that. So, yep, they're actually massively faster than light. It's like, look, that's a casual Shanks. A casual Shanks. By the way, a casual Shanks. We know Kaido, Big Mom, they're also faster than light. Like, they even, like, Kaido even speed blitz Luffy, who was already match faster than light before, in base form. Come on now. There are like leagues above that. Like, you can get Luffy with calculations to 90,000 times faster than light. 90,000 times faster than light. And Kaido speed blitzed the fuck out of Luffy in base form. Imagine in hybrid form. He's even faster. Even faster. So yeah, you can get them, or with the more fruit. Since Luffy was like 90,000 times faster than light, just multiply that by 100. Yeah, multiply that by 100. Jesus fucking Christ. That's fast. All right. Now, there's let's go for speed, durability. Oh man, oh god. Durability, I don't know. I normally for One Piece characters, even fighters, they can even survive like island crushing them. These are normal fighters. They can survive an island crushing them. You can give to Garp, who can actually survive like continental punches. If you want to go off with Luffy, yeah. continental punches, casual continental punches. They just survive those. Yeah, their durability varies as well. So that's gonna be it for composite One Piece characters. So yeah, we're gonna go.
Goddamn. Okay. So, sorry. So you say you're getting your character star through solar system ranges. All right. All right. So one. Okay. So something to note for the Black Clover versus this is just like the entire verse, right? So I'll just go over speed real quick here. I have my scans ready too. So there's a speed right here. I'll just be posting them in scans, right?
All right.
All right, so Speed, they've been like similar to One Piece. They've been like FTL from practically the beginning of the series, from being able to dodge, punch, like Yami saying that he's faster than light, this light magic, and like he got faster, and just beginning of series also being able to tag him, and of course they get massive amps later on, right? So like the massive fast and light's a pretty easy thing to get them to, right? Like One Piece characters, right? And with that, I think you can fluctuate over who's faster because, like, you know, they have their own separate amps. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, in terms of like, but like they want the Black Clover characters, especially the newer characters, right? Then like they have some higher end speed feeds which I'll be posting. So something to note for like the like higher end stuff, right? So something Yami has something called this dimension slash. Now the dimension slash, right? It negates space, like 3D space, right? It just negates all that, right? And his base is now he couldn't destroy Glamour World, which is Dorothy's realm, which is stated to be endless and infinite, right, on a few occasions. But it was also shown that even with his regular Dimension Slash, he could not cut through it, and he needed his Dimension Slash Equinox to truly traverse this like high universal size realm, right? And he destroyed it. It doesn't scale to him, but like he was able to do it, right? So we know the Dimension Slash and Dimension Slash Equinox as like infinite speed based off of that. Now I'm grabbing stuff right here. Now, what's his face? Asta, when his double union, he gains Demon Slash's sword, which is Yami's sword, which is stated to be a direct parallel with his source, able to do his infinite slash, which I'm not using just because the name is infinite, but like since they're stated to be direct parallels, right? And not only was Lucifero able to dodge this quite casually, but like he's just able to bully them and speed blitz them. He wasn't trying the whole time as well, right? Yeah, I'm just grabbing this stuff right now. So you could argue that that could be an argument for like maybe infinite speed. You can also argue with the fact that even here's this kind of being said to be parallels, right? You can even like say Asta, right? That Morris actually. Now Morris is a false character. He's a scientist. He can't do anything, right? And Morris, right? He was actually able to destroy Dorothy's realm when he was empowered by Lucifero. I'm grabbing it right now. He even applies. He can do it on a conceptual level, but like that's whatever, right? And here, let me send that. And I'll send stuff where Dorothy states about her realm being like infinite. Here we go. So we see he's just casually able to. He's like this. He's casually able to destroy it, just casually, right? And he's not even using 100% of Devil Mana, which is he's just using a fraction of Lucifer's power. He can do this, so you can argue maybe his range can reach an infinite distance as well. There's some stuff like that, and I'm just, but like a even newly better argument for like Black Clover characters and their speed is actually coming from the newest chapters with Lucius. Now Lucius is just the like other half of Julius, right? Lucius was able to he has time magic, right? Now he can stop time, right? Lucius was able to stop time, put everyone in stop time, but everyone was affected by it except Asta. We can actually see a base Asta is not affected by this. Like he's just wondering what's going on. And Lucius tried to kill him, but since he was able to move out of the way, and he transformed into like a partial Black Asta and got out of the way. Here, I'm sending you like my little thing so you can like see the here, so you can see the infinite speed thing. I'll just grab the inaccessible. And and as I was saying, for the and him in stop time, you can easily argue that's inaccessible speed. Now, some people would try to say that's just him using the anti-magic to negate its properties, which is, he did this in base for one, so he doesn't have the negation like that, right? But even excluding that, like negation, right? He was like, if you want to say somehow, like, oh, he was affected by it, right? But it was only like he was only affected by it like when he like transformed, like, he was only able to transform. That's how he got away, right? If you want to say that, that's whatever, right? But even if you do say that, he still did it with no swords. Now his swords, they have like different abilities, right? His swords are able to, so his demon destroyer sword can sever the cause and effect of any spell. His demon dweller sword can just absorb magic. Now those swords don't rely off his AP or speed. Here I'm saying anything where he just stopped time for everyone. Now those don't rely off his AP or speed, but like the swords, for example, like his demon slasher and demon slayer sword, they actually are stated like anti-magic needs the force to back it up, so he needs to be as physically strong to attack it for the effect to even take place. So even if you do say that, he did this with no swords, mind you. I'm sending this up right now, right? He was able, and we can even see with like when time is stopped, everyone has like, you see in the scan where everyone like kind of has this like, they turn like lighter in the manga to kind of show that they're stopped in time, right?
Yeah.
Asta in base is just chilling with no swords. He's not using any anti-magic. We don't even see anything. He can do this in base, right? And he so he's not using anti-magic, but like I said, even if you do say he, like, which I'm saying the thing right now, that somehow it only worked, he could somehow transform in stop time with, and that's what negated it, he is still not using any of his, like, how to say this, he's not using any of his like swords, right? And especially not even swords like the demon destroyer or demon dweller to absorb anything. He actually later on uses the demon destroyer sword to negate the spell for everyone, and so it is directly showing us he didn't use the sword before. Like, he had to pull it out and, like, use it, right? Like here. But like, and so we do, and this is just like him. He's not even power, right? So even if you do say he didn't do it in base and he did it in the partial double union thing or partial black form, right? Since he didn't use any, like, since he didn't use any of his like swords, that means his pure movement tensile force is strong enough to move and stop time. And like, here's the thing where it says like time stopped for everyone else. So that's pretty speedy. And of course, no, there's only like two people that scale to this speed, and that's Austin and Lucius. So that's pretty fast. So I think that's pretty. I think that I can cap up at speed. Now in terms of strength, right? So in terms of strength, they have some pretty good speed, like strength feats. Like, for an example, like, let me just grab this. So kind of like similarly to like One Piece, like how they have the casually multi-continental destruction feats, right? Stuff like that in One Piece, right? Like from like, who's the one good Dong Chimpao, right? What was that? Was that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have the casual feats like that, right? But like in Black Clover, they have something similar where in the Witch's Forest arc, which is like this when he first goes his black form, right? He actually he in that form, right? He actually, it was stated in the data book, right, that the fire spirit salamander had enough power to destroy the entire ocean just with one swipe. Now, destroying the entire ocean is, calced at multi-continental, and people even redone the calcs mean. And he fought someone that even surpassed its power. So, Ledros, right? So meaning that Asta has some mental feats and skill off that. But but some better feats to look into is actually Dante creating a black hole. which creating black holes, if you don't know, is very powerful. It takes a lot of energy to create a black hole. Just like remember, like when we were talking about Issei, and he fought that show like that one person from that from you know what I'm talking about, that guy hole that can destroy the universe. That one verse we went over together.
Yeah.
Yeah, like black holes can be really powerful. Now I'm grabbing the calc right now, but the black hole that Dante created was calced around dwarf star level, and he did this in only 80% of his devil mana, right? And you can like easily scale, like, and Asta was able to, while fatigued, he couldn't even use a black divider. That's how fatigued he was, right? He like could like in that thing, right? He could still casually square up with Dante pretty casually. And Dante, he could have beaten Dante. He did beat him, but like he was only immortal, so that's the reason why he was needed to be there, right? And with that feat, and also it was stated later on that their connection one day after they were training, right? The training they went under like knocked, like him and like Liebe said that they gotten even stronger at that point. Meaning, and they were only, which I'm grabbing this guy right now, see exactly what form he was in. Because at the time, I guess their devil bargain form, the devil arm, right, was the strongest form they had at the time that would scale to that Dante, right? But
Right.
like at the time of that statement was made, he was only in like a regular, just like a regular black Asta. Like it was only like Mark One. Meaning Asta got drastically stronger in just time when he was not fatigued, right? So like he even like closer to base Asta would scale around that dwarf star level. And of course, there's so many people that would scale drastically above him. But like that's and you can just, and there's even stuff where you can take from the black. You can, most people with that scaling can easily get like the Lucifer up to large star level with potentially even like true Devil Union Asta, and like even Lucius now with hitting their base scale above that, so that can easily some of the amps to potentially even solar system levels, maybe small solar. You can get the amps, right? So that can casually get them to that like type of scheme, right?
Right.
But like if you now, then there comes to some of the more bigger stuff. So as shown itself already, Dorothy, right, is like this. Dorothy's realm is stated to be endless, and even like a already infinite 3D like attack could not like even like destroy it. He needed something even above that, right?
Right.
So with that in mind, right? Also, that's already like no one so far. No one's actually didn't even scale to her, but we actually do see Morris, like I showed the scan, was able to casually destroy it with just a fraction of Lucifero's power. And most of when the Black Bulls pulled up, like they kind of just kicked the shit in, right? And base Austin would scale to that, as well as many other people scale to that, like scale to that like base Morris. He's really fodder. Like he's like a scientist, right? He can do nothing. He's just a scientist, right?
Okay.
And here I'm sending you the Dante. I'm sending you the Dante calculation. But like so with that can easily get Dorothy's realm to, like, can get anyone that scales above Morris, so at least like the Dark Triad, potentially high universal, if you want to use that scaling, right? Which is, that depends on you, but something even greater to use is something actually, a meta that as far as I know of, I'm the progenitor of this meta. It's the fact that Lilith and Nama were able to destroy the concept and construct of light and shadows itself. If you didn't know, shadows in light are fifth dimensional constructs, meaning them just existing could destroy fifth dimensional stuff. It would be like high multiversal plus if you use that scaling. That regular W and Asta would casually clap them, and then you just scale above that, and you can casually get them over. Like I did a little, since I'm actually doing a video for here, right? I did a little mini calc, and I can send it, right? But like with that, Lucius could potentially destroy a high multiversal plus over 2 million times over in his like devil mode.
All right.
So that's and so they can that's so with I'll say that so they can you get pretty strong and that I think that goes off with the scaling like so as there's a ride we can go off of Dante's feat, the potential Morris feat, or the Twin Devils feat.
Okay. So should we go over like the composite One Piece character going up against the Black Bulls first, and then we go on to different like captains and their teams?
Yeah, I think so. Something I feel like all right. So yeah, you think Black Bull? I feel like we should go with Black Bulls first. You think?
Yeah, let's go with the Black Bulls first. Okay,
So what
so
I think if we use let's just start with just based off with the Dante Black Hole feat. Let's just like go off of that and see. Let's start off first. I feel like.
Right. So if that's the case, then with the whole black hole thing, right? If they able to like create a black hole, like what would you say what the singularity black hole was again?
So at the start, we know that black itself, right, was around dwarf star level, right?
Right.
But and that was Asta in his strongest transformation at the time. He would scale to that, but like right after when he got all readied up and like was training with Libe, their connection and strength was far greater than anything else, including the double bargain. Meaning, and they were just in like a regular, like Black Asta type. The mode 1, right?
Right.
So in that thing, you can get like around just like Black Asta around that level, and then you can add the many amps they get with True Devil Union and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's where like the potential, like I can send you that one too. Actually, I think I have this one right here. That's where like on a lower end you can get like Lucifero, like the top devil, into the like large star level, and now potentially with actually a base Asta being like almost a base Asta being stronger than his true Devil Union self that could one shot Lucifero, right?
Okay.
Which I'll send you that one. I'll send you that as well. So you can get them to the large star to like rephrase. You can get Asta and Lucius to the solar system if you use like that scaling. If you use that scaling, but with the other characters scales above like Luffenama or scales 2 would be hitting the small star to star level ranges.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So all right. So if we're going with that, then it's gonna be really. Oh, go ahead.
Actually, also nothing for speed. I didn't say. Anyone that doesn't scale to like second form Lucifero, right? So anyone below him, right, have just massively faster than light speed feats. Anyone above him would have infinite to inaccessible. So not a lot of people have that big tier of speed.
Right.
Yeah. It was only like, I would say, maybe like 10 characters,
right.
Maybe 15 characters have that speed.
Well, if we're going off with the Black Bulls first, well, I would say half of the Black Bulls will get fucking fucked.
Yeah,
like they get absolutely destroyed. Especially if if my One Piece character is able to use Kyozu, it's over. If he use Kyozu.
Especially the fact that they have the Logia intangibility, right?
Oh, yeah.
Most characters wouldn't be able to get past, right?
Right.
If we're just starting with the Black Bulls first, right? So you already agree that like with your scaling, you have like your casual composite guy in the solar ranges, right?
Right.
So we're just going off with the Dante, right?
Right.
If we're going off the Dante feat, then like basically that guy would be hitting. Since we're just going the Black Bulls first, let alone the verse, then that means the only person that would scale like the only person that would like scale like that could like in terms of AP could measure up to this composite person would be like Asta, right?
Right.
and maybe Yami, but probably not. So everyone else is just like a far weaker, hitting like the small star to star level. Sure.
Well, honestly, for this, for Asta, it will be very. He'll be taken out easily if if they use the whole Kirozu move, and if he touches him. Not only that, Asta cannot use his abilities, but he'll just
Yeah,
get drained because
that
of
will not.
Crocodile's ability.
Oh yeah, Crocodile. Wait, what does Crocodile's ability do?
So he basically sucks all the moisture from your body, leaving you to an empty husk.
Oh, okay. I was about to say if it's something death related.
I mean, yeah, you basically die from dehydration. So
Yeah,
like,
So wait, for this, like we're just going off the Dante feat thing. I think it's better to use the Dante feat thing. Let's not use the higher ends of speed. Let's just use like the massively fast and light speed stuff for now. For this Dante feat, I think be probably more appropriate, right?
right.
Um.
And some people are not going to really like believe the whole, oh, Asta was able to move in stop time. They're probably going to say, oh, the anti-magic, the anti-magic made him resistant to time stop, because they're going to say, oh, since Asta is not physically moving that fast to move and stop time, they're going to say Asta's anti-magic have him resisted, so it won't be calculated as speed.
I know people are gonna say that even though he did that, he actually kind of did that feat in base, and he didn't even use his swords till later on. They literally show him using the sword. So, but like, yeah, let's just start off with we're just start off the lower end first. So I do see this composite character with the lower end going off Dante and the FTL speed feats. I do see this man pretty decently outscaling that, right?
Right.
But my only thing, like, I feel like Asta could probably measure up maybe in like AP and speed, but like his hacks are just non-existent.
Yeah.
Except potentially his like infinite slash, which it actually no that actually I wouldn't have the same ability as Yami. So Yami's potential dimension slash could probably cleave through the character, but he would have to hit him is the thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he would definitely have to hit him. And for those who don't know about Logias, they are literally natural phenomenons, right? That means you cannot interact with them at all. This happened. This is a prime example when Apu had used his some kind of music devil fruit. They revealed it. I forgot what it was. It was some kind of like a music or sound devil fruit to indirectly blow up Kizaru, because normally any attacks will go through him, but in this instant Kizaru blew up and half his body got blown apart. If you have no way of interacting with them, their true body, you cannot harm them. They will just regenerate, and Kizaru would demonstrate that. You would need some way to harm them.
The only way I would feel like Asta would probably be able to harm him is because he interact with souls, so he could probably hurt. There's like a shown like he can attack souls, so he could probably attack him via just like his soul, like with the like Demon Destroyer sword. That's probably but like conveniently enough, Asta's the only character that's ever demonstrated that feat.
And honestly, I don't even know if this will even work, especially since Luffy's devil fruit that's being completely broken into this one. Oh god. The more he laughs, the stronger he gets. The name is now the thing about that is when they said the more he laughs, the stronger he gets, they never said what limit or if the more he laughs, the stronger he gets will transfer into his base form. So who's to say? Like if Luffy has gotten stronger with the multiplier or the stats increase will go to his base form. Who knows? But if this is the case and he exponentially gets more powerful, oh lord, that's gonna be a problem. Especially since we know that Luffy's Nika fruit is broken as shit. Especially he could grow the size of a giant. Oh lord, I mean, honestly, has fought like giant size characters before, but the other,
I feel like I feel like in this, the only people that would be like, I feel like probably square up with him. It's just the fact that the only way he has no hacks that would help, and just the One Piece character,
He's
Right.
got a lot of hacks. He's got too many hacks. So I just don't, and like it only, and maybe it's like he's kind of like a trump card, like honestly. But like the one thing though that might be troubling, right? The one thing that might
Right.
be troubling is the one thing that what's her face is the one thing that might be troubling is what's her name, Vanessa's fate cat that can just changes fate.
Oh, the fate shit. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, like when she runs out of mana, that's when it loses. But in this scenario, they have Charmy, since she's part of the Black Bulls, that can infinitely refill people's magic.
Okay.
So
Now,
yeah.
for that, this One Piece character would actually one shot with one stare. Now, let me explain why. Oda has confirmed into an SBS how Conqueror's Haki work. Conqueror's Haki works when you are literally exponentially more powerful than the opponents or opponents. Now, if the character is as equal as the character, they won't get one-shotted. He calls this a phenomenon, for a special phenomenon when you don't want to waste your time with a character. All right, he literally says that he said, if you don't want to waste your time, you just flex your Haki and just keep walking. You don't even consider them as an enemy. Basically, it's basically like, oh, you wasted my time. You get knocked out. So
Yeah.
if the other Black Bulls are not as on the level as this One Piece character,
yeah, the only people that would scale to that level. I'm trying to think.
I think Asta,
Asta, Yami, and Knocked of course, since he's like equal to Yami, but like maybe but he's kind of useless in this fight anyways.
Right.
But do you think that do you think they can get past the fate? Do you think like him knocking her out? Well, actually, no. There's been cases. So do you think he would be he could use the Conqueror's Haki to maybe knock her out before?
Yes. Yes, because of the range of the Haki. It depends how much input or output, output the Haki is. Now, for Luffy's maximum output, it was over 1,000 kilometers. I think that's what it said. I'm gonna have to check. I'll have to check that one. But I think it's over 1,000 kilometers. So like that is like, some people actually calculate it to be that's that's continental ranges.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Luffy knocks out a continent. Wait, why? See, now that's something a pirate would need, not fuel his stuff, but he doesn't need that.
Right, and that shit is insane. And of course, they can split the sky and shit with their Conqueror's Haki, but if none of them can stand, they're gonna get one-shotted, and then that is gonna lead to Asta and maybe Yami. So yeah, this leads to them.
Now, with that, okay, actually, I don't think he will trap him in anyway. So all right, so I feel like itself, you know what I mean?
Wait, what happened?
So with this low end, with the star in Massive House and Light, I feel like the One Piece character would have to fight the whole verse. Like, so how do you think he would do with the whole verse?
Okay, so since we're gonna get the weak links out of the way.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, most of the weak links would just get within the same range of him. So
okay.
So Black Clover does got some pretty good hacks. Like Rill, he's one of the captains, right? He can make a spell called Twilight Valhalla, which amps everyone of his friends, but also makes them immortal. They cannot die as long as the spell's active.
Oh god. Now, okay, so for instance, let's go over the whole verse. Can either of them withstand the Conqueror's Haki?
From what we know, if you're just way weaker than the shotted, right? Oh, also I sent you the 5D light thing. There's a lot more to it, but I just
I see the fifth dimensional light.
If you need more, I can send more. But anyway, so you said the weaker people, right? If you're just weak, like drastically weaker, you get one shot, right?
Yes. Actually, let me go get the actual scan. I know I have it. But yes, basically, if
Yeah,
you're
most of the
weaker,
people, most of the people are getting one shot. I feel like the only people that can maybe stand would be the people that maybe fought Lucifero, right?
right?
Because remember, this Luciferos also has an interesting ability. He can, so in within Lucifero's presence, even fate itself kneels to him.
Even fate. Oh Lord.
Like fate, like not just the fate cat, fate itself kneels beneath him in Lucifero's presence.
Jeez. Okay, Lucifer
Yeah,
might be a problem here. He might be actually
and
a struggle.
he and Lucifero also is half of his power. If we do use the devil mana increase, then either Lucifero's either his full strength 50 to 100 times stronger when he's at his full strength. But so Lucifero now devil. Okay, so here's what I think. Most of the people are getting knocked out, but the only people that won't be are people that fought Lucifero, right? Because he's they probably won't be able to knocked out instantly, right? But those people do some pretty good hacks. An example. Okay, so here's something that's kind of now this is kind of dumb, but so the Devils and Black Clover actually okay. So the high ranking, okay, so the high to supreme ranking Devils, right, actually cannot die, right?
Right.
Unless if you have to one destroy their heart, could do that. Even if you are stronger than them, um, it's it's like it doesn't matter. Like even like someone and he was stronger, and he said it doesn't matter how strong you are, if you're not arcane, you cannot kill a devil. So arcane, what do you think arcane would mean in like a cross verse? Like, is it something like angelic, spiritual? Like, what do you think?
I don't know. I heard of Arcane before, but not really
Like,
sure.
so for like, so that means the like supreme or like so basically like the supreme devils like Lucifero just cannot die unless if you're arcane.
Oh shit. Oh, also I
And
found the scan here of the interview for Oda. So basically, the question was, so if Luffy Supreme Conqueror's Haki can knock out 50,000, how many can Shanks knock out with his? So when he answered, he said that if they were in the exact same situation as Luffy, Shanks and Rayleigh will probably manage up to 100,000. So if you really can't compare how many in different situations, defeating someone with Haki is a phenomenon that only occurs when the user is overwhelmingly more powerful than the opponent. So basically, it's showing off how many Luffy's opponents weren't even worthy of fighting. So it goes off of who isn't worthy of fighting, because Haki can even sense how strong you are. It's okay, oh, you're pretty strong. So if there are other people that are weak, they get knocked out just like that. So yeah, that's basically what he confirmed.
yeah.
So yeah, they gotta be overwhelmingly. They have to be on the same level.
I feel like only the supreme level devils could, like, like feel like I could fight him. Like Lucifero would probably be fine, especially the whole fate to get like just fate itself just kneels beneath him. So I feel like if do you okay? So now killing, and you don't have to kill the person to knock, but like devils can almost instantaneously regenerate.
Right.
And they also they don't suffer, like, if you lose an arm or a leg, you would get weaker.
Right.
Devils don't suffer fatigue.
But that's weird though, because in one of the recent chapters, Shanks was able to overwhelm a strong-willed person's Haki. And he wasn't even nowhere near this person. He was still on the ship. So like, if that's the case, then we can actually give that feat to this One Piece character. And yeah, if you're overwhelmingly more powerful, like even if you're strong-willed, it would affect you. So would that even if the strong-willed characters in Black Clover, can they even withstand that?
So Asa's the protagonist, so he's naturally gonna have strong will. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, Asa, I don't know. I mean, the whole premise of Asta and like people like Yami is to always surpass. So something cool about Asta is like the devils are actually incapable. They lack the capability of feeling feeling emotions like fear, despair, stuff like that, right? Is they're like catalysts of it, right?
Right.
But Asta's pure determined and willpower can somehow cause them to have these emotions when they're incapable of even experiencing them.
Interesting. Okay.
So I feel like maybe his will is strong enough, but like I don't know, like I feel like it's like they have a lot, like there's so many immortalities they have in the verse, the Fate Cat, and even Twilight Valhalla, as well as like the potential. Oh, wait. I have a question. What would happen if Dorothy just sucks the guy into her glamour world? What would he do? How would she get out? How would he get out?
That's a good question. Okay,
Because
so
there,
wait, the glamour world is like, how does it work exactly?
so she sucks you in, right?
Right.
And she's she so in there she's reviewed as to like get out of it is realm, you know, infinite sized. But like, so the only way to do that is to just like basically destroy the realm, right?
Okay.
So how it works when she's in there, anything she imagines comes to reality. Like she can, like before, she imagined 16 different Yamis at once to go attack people, and they are all in the same strength. So if she wanted to, she could potentially just suck him in there, and maybe summon 100 Luciferos, Astas, 100 Fate Cats, and just like, you know. But there's the one downside you can do. You can trick her into imagining something for your benefit, like imagine an exit out or make her imagine something.
Interesting.
Oh, and while you're in there, you slowly fall asleep, and when you fall asleep, you just die.
Oh, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay. Now.
There's no time frame, but like there's no time frame for it. It's like I mean we know it's kind of quick, but not quick. It's like it you got some time. It's not instantaneous. You got some time. Just don't fall asleep. I guess.
Oh, basically, well, the One Piece character was like, "Oh, you tried to suck me in? Okay." He just makes a door in the fucking air and just into the dimension.
Oh, he's got the door. Oh,
Yeah, the
oh,
door.
Yeah. You can just teleport out, I guess. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, or just use Law's Devil Fruit. Just say, yeah, we're not doing this, and just switch places with her. I don't know if she actually was able to get sucked in her own place and just, I don't know what I don't know what happened with that. Like,
in there, she can I don't know. She just comes out, I guess. I don't know.
or she just switches places with one of the strongest characters and they just get sucked in.
Yeah. I don't know, like with this lower end scaling, it's like most of the fodder people just be instantly knocked out.
Right.
Because the Conqueror's Hockey and be left with like the stronger people. Do you think he'd be able to take care of like like my main thing is like they just won't die, won't suffer fatigueness, and they technically are souls, so they could potentially maybe even harm them on a soul, an astral plane. Oh wait, I'm forgetting about Lucius.
Lucius, oh god.
Lucius has every ability in the entire Devils. He has all the Devils abilities.
Oh god.
He can also affect this. He also not gonna lie, the strongest will, maybe more than Asta's, not gonna lie. He can see up to tens of thousands of timelines and predictions at any given time. Sorry about that. He can see up to tens of thousands predictions. He can reverse time up to the span of an entire country. He can also just be wants to just age you out of existence. He can also erase you out of existence with time stuff. But he also has something I forgot to mention. Little Nama have conceptual fire. He also has that as well.
Oh god. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Yeah, the devil's gonna be a problem here.
I just think like so if like anyone like it's for example pretty threatening with just how strong and just how he works is. Just imagine Lucius, whose base is stronger than him, and he has every devil's abilities.
Actually, you know what would be funny? You know what would
What?
be funny? Because the One Piece character has the Kage fruit. This fruit is OP for various reasons. Now, when it was stated by Midora right, himself that when basically anyone absorbs a shadow of somebody, they gain their abilities because that's how shadows operate. Shadows will
Oh.
mimic anything you do. So therefore, if you absorb that shadow, you also have their abilities. This happened when Luffy's shadow got taken and gave it to Oris. Oris was able to copy his abilities. Even Zoro noticed like, oh, how is he able to do what Luffy can do? And Midori says that's how shadows work. That's how they fundamentally work. So
Oh.
if they have the Kage fruit and he just absorbs all of their shadows, because yes, he will. That's bad news. That means he got all their abilities.
Oh shit. I think that's actually powerful.
That's
The
that
only
shit's
people-
broken.
I think the only people that can maybe counter that would maybe be Knocked, because he can also control shadows. So it's like it's
And it's in shadows like 5D. So like
technically speaking, the shadows itself, like space time itself is
Right.
like 5D. Yeah.
and
4D.
also there was the fact that the gravity fruit when Fujitora did, he actually warped time and space.
Okay.
So yeah. So there's that, and there's there is the time fruit. We only see the only ability it does really is to send things to the future, not backwards. So yeah, we got to see the full extent of that, but I guess I could put that in there. What's another fruit? The hobby fruit. Now that shit is completely broken, and you should never ever mess with somebody with that. Now, the reason why this is broken is because the hobby fruit, if the user touches you, you're done. Like you're absolutely done. There's nothing you can do. You are erased from existence, basically. You're done. No one even remembers you. Anyone that interacts with you will never remember you in the first place. You will be turned into a toy, and everyone forget about you. They don't even remember you. Only the user will remember you, no one else. So let's say for Asta, right? Mm-hmm. If you touch Asta, everybody's gonna forget Asta. They're gonna even forget like, okay, wait, who are you? Who are you again? Like they're gonna forget. They're gonna automatically forget. They're like, okay, we're fighting this guy. They're gonna, and the next minute they'll be like, okay, I know we had another team member. I just can't remember. They can't remember at all. No matter how hard they try, it doesn't even matter how strong your willpower is. If they touch you, you're done. This is what happened to Luffy. If the character would have touched Luffy, the story would have been over. That's how broken this fruit is. There's absolutely nothing you can do against this one. So if they use the black hole thing, just pull you in, touch you, you turn to a toy, and forget about you. Done.
All right. So from what I'm looking at this, all right. So with just the lower instant of Black Clover, right?
Right.
All right? Who do you think's gonna come out on top? Wait, with all the hacks and stuff like that. Who do you think is gonna come out on top?
I think with Black Clover they have more hacks, but One Piece hacks are versatile. Jesus Christ. And
yeah, I feel like maybe the composite One Piece character can take the. I think he can take this. I think he can make like high difficulty. I feel like he can take this.
Yeah, I think they can take this as well, especially with the hockeys and the multipliers. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Now, if we use Morris destroying Dorothy's world or the 5D meta speed stuff, then yeah, I think the composite character might just
I think the composite Luffy or no composite One Piece character will get slapped if we use the other scaling.
Right. I forgot about the other powerful devil fruits. Hold on, let me see some more powerful devil fruits because I honestly forgot how insanely.
Wait, can anyone resist time stop? I mean, I know like it won't really. I mean, I know the other stuff and like most characters just speed blitz, like just like an entirely infinite speed gap. But like I'm just wondering, can anyone resist time stop?
I think the user with the time fruit can, but we haven't seen the true extension of it, so not sure.
All right, so what I'm looking at is with the lower end scaling, right? The first method we went over, composite gear can take this. If we use the Morris or 5D thing, Black Clover can easily take it. But if we use something like, if we even include Xeno, then not it doesn't matter if I use 5D meta.
Oh, I totally forgot. Caesar the Clown.
What's he gonna do? He's just gonna turn into gas. It's not.
He could take oxygen from the area and you'll just suffocate and you just pass out from it. So like
on his own.
That.
What you do?
Oh
wait. No, Yamana's own can make an omnidirectional attack, like anywhere it can.
Oh shit! I totally forgot about all these other devil fruits. Like Big Mom's devil fruit. Basically, she could just take your remaining lifespan away, and insta kill you.
Okay. Asta has resistance to that. He actually doesn't.
He doesn't what?
Asta doesn't have life.
He doesn't have a life force?
Yes.
He doesn't have a soul?
That's debated on. He probably doesn't have a soul either. Yeah.
It's weird. Okay, what about Kuma's devil fruit?
It's weird. It's weird because like the devil. Okay, so like the devil life either. They have no life force, and for some reason Asta actually doesn't either. Like he wasn't affected by the like life steal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha.
It'd be kind of funny. Like she would just try to steal his soul, and he was like, "I don't have." In that one meme of Squidward, I don't.
Oh shit! I forgot about Kuma's devil fruit and Marco's devil fruit. Oh my lord, this is gonna be Especially Marco's devil fruit is broken. Jesus, you cannot kill this guy. He will always regenerate instantaneously, and not only even that, but he can actually burn souls. Like
this may be the longest video.
This is probably the longest video.
Yeah, we're in on for right now, but like but yeah. So I feel like
yeah,
a Xeno Luffy character, a One Piece character, it's just that's a stomp. If we use the lower end scaling, it's a stomp. Like not a stomp, it's high difficulty.
Right.
But if we use any of like the universal or 5D stuff, then with the other speed, I think like ironically enough, the scientist could potentially slap him. Sadly, if we use that. The scientist that doesn't know how to fight could potentially slap him.
If they don't get electrocuted to death, that is.
Oh yeah. So I guess overall, if we use like canonics, the Black Clover can come out more times often now. But if we use like even like the other stuff, like truly composite stuff, right?
Wait, I forgot one more thing. More thing. Okay.
Will this be able to affect the fifth dimensional?
This might actually this devil fruit might end everything. So like this fruit is called the Munch fruit. Now Oda literally says this is the only devil fruit that could give you multiple abilities at once. Now how? Well, the Munch fruit literally allows you to eat anything. So, for instance, if you're Asta, the user of the Munch fruit can gain anti-magic.
Okay, now that could be powerful. Wait, so he just eats all? Okay, I mean, I can see. I see what you're going with that. I do see.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you eat anything, absolutely anything, and he digests you instantaneously.
Okay.
So when they say, oh, okay, what would happen if Luffy got ate? The dude would say he would just get like food poisoning. So like, so,
Um.
so you just eat everyone.
So I mean, yeah, that is just for like the lower end, but I think we use like Morris destroying Dorothy's realm, or the what's it called, or the like them destroying light, the fifth dimensional light, right?
Right.
Then I think with the other speed stuff, I think that would be then I don't think it would truly matter all too much.
Well, honestly, if we do say that shadows are like fifth dimensional, right?
It has to be like like not every.
Well, darkness or itself, like
Yeah,
darkness.
it has to be like it was stated specifically that it was light itself and the concept of it, which is why it would scale to it. You know what I mean?
Ah, okay.
So I mean, if it is like the shadow fruit, like what I mean, like it's like if it is light, it's maybe what I mean.
Right, able to actually interact with a construct, or like I don't know, like what shadows are, but he can actually interact with them, or just made a complete being made of shadow, which is his own shadow, and just made it like a sentient being of his own. Well, I don't know where you're supposed to scale that.
I don't know, but like
Yeah, this fight could go either way, honestly.
Yeah, like I already agree with Xeno Stamp. I would not even debate that. With lower end scaling, I feel like high diff, the composite character can do it, but like with just the universal or like fifth dimensional scaling for Black Clover characters have, I think they'll just outscale them and plus with their hacks it'd be a little too much.
Yeah. Now for the collective consciousness, I don't know where you're supposed to scale that, because if you
I
can,
think that is a video of its own. Like that's a video just talking about it. You know what I mean?
yeah, like a collective consciousness. Like I've seen some people argue that like if you have like a place where you can have the collective consciousness of people, it's like a 1A thing. I don't know. Like
it could potentially. That deserves a video. We should probably discuss that. Maybe make a video just talking about.
Oh yeah,
1A.
Yeah, because I thought it'd be interesting, because like we know Yuta has the Yuta fruit, which is pretty much the song fruit, or the sing fruit, which allows you to transfer anyone's collective consciousness into another dimension, and she was gonna do this to everybody on the planet. So like,
Oh shit!
yeah. I don't even know where you're supposed to scale that.
Yeah, we should make a video talking about that. But I think for now, if we use Lobo stuff, then yeah, One Piece character can high def. But we use some of the scaling, then Black Clover character would probably slap.
Right.
Except Zeno. I would never debate Zeno.
Yes. Fucking Zeno Luffy. It's like
Zeno
stuff. Or even Jump Force, Jesus Christ. I mean, I think Asta's in Jump Force.
Yeah, Asta's in Jump Force.
So if Luffy fought Asta, then oof. Like But yeah, that's gonna be the video, y'all. Yeah.
One way to load up Jump Force, you take Luffy, I'll take Asta, we'll figure this shit out.
Yeah, just figure it out. Even Sanji's in the motherfucker. Oh god. 1A Sanji.
There's only one Black Clover character in anyway, but yeah.
Yeah,
anyway.
that's going to be the video, guys. I know this is going to be a long one, Jesus. But yeah, Composite One Piece character would win, which is like, well, you said high difficulty, right?
Yeah, with the lower end scaling. Okay, well, Zeno slaps. He can snap his fingers too, but Zeno done. Yeah.
Right.
But like with lower end scaling, like it'll probably be mid or high difficulty, right? But with the mid or higher end scaling of Black Clover characters, it could be like low diff.
Right. We have to see more of like Devil Fruit Awakenings to confirm. We haven't even seen a Logia Devil Fruit Awakening. Jesus. Who knows? Like